Hello. I'm immobilized right now. I have like 3 kittens on me. I can't move. Completely have they've shut me down. I can't move. I'm too damn comfy at the expense of my comfort. Very loving today. It's the end of the week, so won't be on this game for long. Usually the weekend, you're not on this game that much. You've been diligent about doing your dailies. Kind of finish it really quick. Kind of just biding time till the next patch, really. I got enough cards for Vera. The new Vera that's coming out. I should have enough for her. Yeah, this game is awesome. It's like the only service game I play right now is this. Quit all the other ones. Otherworld Legends doesn't count because that's not really a service game, and it kind of is, but it is and it isn't at the same time. I'll just save up. So close am I to finishing Selena's progression? Well, actually pretty close. Huh. But I don't have enough money. I'm out of cogs. I'll have to wait till the end of the patch, I think. I'll probably buy this pack. And I got to figure out what projects I'm doing. I'm probably going to buy Samurai Jack, Valkyrie Elysium if it's not a shit port. Sonic Frontiers looks decent, but not $60 good. I don't know if I'd really like it. It looks alright. My friends will probably get that game anyway, and probably just game share it off them. Let's hope Valkyrie Elysium is a better port than Star Ocean. Not locked at 60 FPS, no stuttering. Problem with Knights of the Round characters is they don't have that many attacks, so not as fun to play as like the King of Fighters characters have like way more advanced sprites. It's cool that they added Lancelot though. He's the coolest out of the three, but he doesn't have much to work with. Excited to play as him, but not exactly a lot to work with there. Let's see. I'm gonna try someone new. I kind of want to get a 1cc with Andy though. Haven't tried Rio yet or Takuma. Hello, how you doing? Just chilling. As chill as I can be with 2 kittens on my lap. I'm completely immobilized. Very loving today. They're out cold. I need to take a piss and I can't. I'm gonna have to kick them off soon. Yeah, they're about 6 months old. They're very good kids. I've raised them well. That's the belly. They learn very early on when it's time to feed them, which is pretty much usually immediately after I stop my streams. They learn very early on that if you're patient, you get fed faster. Because some of the cats don't understand that, and they get very demanding, and they get in the way, and it takes longer. These kids just sit and wait, very well mannered. They were born like late May, early June, so about 6 months. Alright, kids, you gotta get up. Eddie's gotta go use the litter box. I've exhausted my IRL stamina bar. You guys gotta move. Let me put some music on for you guys. It's going to be a process to get up. Let's see. I need to stretch my legs anyway. There. What do I got on here? I'll just go with this. Oops. Make sure I set this up right. Start the process of getting up to go peak. Alright, kids, you gotta move. Surprisingly smooth. Let me get up. Escape my prison. Let's get back to games. He let me pick him up. He let me pick him up and put him back on my lap. He's very chill. His name is Dottie. His sister gave up and left, and his brother is above my head right now. The one on my lap is very, very loving and patient. Some of the other ones here are very demanding. don't seem to understand that if they make the feeding process difficult for me, it takes longer for them to eat. These kids are very well behaved. They just sit and wait until it's time to eat. Any trouble at all. You need to be fed in about an hour, so just killing time. There's much to do today. There's other ones here that will straight up sit on the plates I'm making. We just sit down on them, and I'm like, you know, you're not going to get fed until you get off, right? They don't get that. They're toxic like that. Very annoying when they do that. Maybe I'll play a little something else tonight. Maybe not just play this. I've been playing this for like a week now. Every day. I have like so many other games on here I kind of neglected because this came out. I haven't touched any of the emulated games or anything. Let's see what I feel like. Got about an hour to kill, so. There's time. Play something else besides this. Yeah, it's free. You have no excuse. It doesn't cost anything. It runs on a phone. You don't even need a computer to play this. It runs on a phone just fine. This game has its faults, but it's fun. It's fun to play casually. Definitely some things I don't like about it, but it's just pretty much all the beat 'em ups I grew up with are in this game. Literally all of them, every character, stuff I grew up with. So I'm the right demographic for it. This game is like Smash for beat 'em ups, pretty much. Smash Brothers Ultimate for beat 'em ups. Everyone is here. Run me at least a couple characters you like. Good improv there. A little screwed over, but still pretty good. That's okay, because runs on this game always fall apart at the end. It's always like I play really well. It's either Balrog or it's either Boxer or Claw that always really ruin my run. The bane of my existence. Anyway, let's play something else. Need a little break from that. I have like literally like 1,000 other games on here. I should give some of those games some love. Let's see. Got about 45 minutes of time left. What's a good fit for that time limit? I'd play Streets 2X, but kind of waiting for the update on that, honestly. It's supposed to be dropping very soon. Could play something in here, but all the stuff I want to play doesn't work. Well, Fight and Rage works, but the sound echoes like doubles for some reason. I have an idea. Play a different beat 'em up. I love this game too.
Final vendetta.
What's the app for this? Controller's not working. I mean, for Switch games, it's called Skyline. But I have the Patreon build, which they update it sooner. I'm not kidding. I have like 1,000 games on here, but I kind of have just been playing the same two. I've been playing Punishing Gray Raven and Final Fight LNS. Last month it was Tales of Destiny. I stopped that to play Star Ocean, but Star Ocean is a really bad port, so. It runs most 2D games. Some 3D games run fine, but I don't really want to play those on here. I'm mostly just after the 2D stuff. playing this unpatched. I like the updates. I like most of the updates they did for that game. Yeah, it runs more games than it did, but people are impatient. Like, you're not going to be able to run Splatoon 3 on there or anything. You can see I was very realistic with the games I dumped. It's mostly pixel art games. More of them work than before, but there's a few in here that still don't work. But plus, I have like a 500 gig micro SD card in here, and I have so many retro games that I don't want to put too many more 14 gig games on here because I'm gonna run out of space. I mean, I have like 50 PS2 games on here. I have like a pretty good library. I play games on here, so most of them don't work well anyway. Even if the game runs at 60 on real hardware, it'll run at like 30 or 40 on a decent phone like mine. So not ideal, but the 2D games work great. So for beat 'em ups, fighting games, roguelikes that don't have mobile ports, it's actually really nice. People just want the big 3D stuff to work. I know Mario Odyssey works apparently. I didn't think that game was that great. Mario Odyssey was kind of whack, honestly. It had too many collectibles. They had like 800 moons, and it felt like they ran out of ideas after like 200. And like the hat possession gimmick was kind of stupid. Didn't really feel like it added much. It felt like when you have like 900 moons, basically what that means is some of them will be like balls hard to get, and it won't feel satisfying because there's like 300 other ones where you just jump in a random place and get them. That was my problem with Mario Odyssey. Oh no, Switch didn't really launch with many big games, so that game got a pretty big pass. But I saw the credits in that game. I beat it. I'm like, I'm not collecting 900 pointless moons. I'm just straight up not doing that. Well, there is another Switch emulator, but it's a scam. They use stolen code from Yuzu, and they force you to buy a controller to use it, which is ironically the controller I'm using right now. But the power draw and the heat level on it is not very good. And they have like a subscription fee for it if you don't have the controller, which is fucking highway robbery. There was Damon PS2 as well, but that also had stolen code, and they were charging for it. And now no one cares about it because this emulator is out. No one uses it. Yeah, I could use that emulator if I wanted, but I don't really see a reason to. I mean, I have a Switch and I have a computer that can emulate the games like perfectly or even better than the real hardware, so I don't want to install a shady, probably fucking malware-infested emulator just to play like Fight and Rage. I can live without it. Like, I'll survive without it. Yeah, that is an alternative, but I don't really need it. people are doing that with the Vita emulator now. I saw on the emulation for Android Reddit, some guy was like, "How do I download this? It's not working." And it was like an obvious malware. Vita 3K is not on Android yet. It's being worked on as we speak, but it's not public. It's private only. So that's like the next thing that people are super thirsty for is Vita. You could play a crazy amount of Tales games with Vita, though. That basically would give you access to Innocence and Hearts Are that you could play on phone now. I would play the Tales games because they have English patches. Odin Sphere. That's basically it, really. Most of the other stuff has Switch ports, so you could just play those. Yeah, that game really needs a 60 FPS patch. That's what I would need to play that game again. It's a 60 FPS mod. I would eat that shit up, especially on here. I mean, I beat this game on the phone. I beat this game on the phone. A full-fledged recent JRPG on the phone of all things. So I would do that with that game, but I want a 60 FPS mod for it first and foremost. This also means you have no excuse to not play this game now, because you don't even need a computer. The game is in full English. They even translated the banter, the stuff that they say in the battles. Like, you have no excuse. You don't need an insane phone to run this. There's no excuse anymore. Like, you want to play this game, just play it. Wait, is the patch on or not? Oh yeah, it's on already. I think so. Oh yeah, it's already on. Alright. I have a mod on for more move slots. 2D Tales games are a mixed bag. The best ones for gameplay would definitely be this, Rebirth, which is getting a translation patch soon. The others have not aged very well. Naughty Kitty Dungeon X, but that game is kind of weird. It's not a bad game, but you can play this and that on the same phone. I'd rather recommend this, personally. The others have aged pretty poorly, I would say. Really basic LMBS. Not really something you'd go out of your way to play unless you played it before and you have like nostalgia for it. I think 2D Tales is dead. I'm not gonna do 2D Tales anymore. I think that ship has sailed. Honestly, Arise sold so well, and they've done absolutely nothing with it except give us fucking Symphonia again. So I like to temper my expectations with Tales. It's legit an abusive relationship. They do anything remotely cool that I like, I'm happy with that. There's things I want them to do, but I know realistically they won't happen, so... there should have been, like, at least 2 remasters out by now. Or, like, some kind of side game announced. But nope, you just get Symphonia again. It's like RE4. How many times do you need to port that game? And now they're fucking remaking it. Like, dude, that game does not need a remake. It still holds up really well. This game definitely needed a remake. The original Tales of Destiny is really jank and kind of not really enjoyable to play, especially in modern years. The thing about this game is it kind of like replaces the original game, whereas FF7 Remake, they changed too much stuff. Like, the original one's still gonna have merit. It's still gonna look ugly, but people will still play it. This game effectively replaces the original. They didn't really even change the plot that much. They changed some minor things, but nothing that makes it so the sequel can't happen. But it's also kind of written in a way where if you wanted to end with this game, you can. You could just like not play that game. It's completely fine. Which I think is cool. And they're not doing that with the FF7 remake. They're kind of just doing all this weird stuff, and it's impossible for it to replace the original, whereas this does. I would argue this replaces the original in pretty much every way. Unless you grew up with the original, which I didn't, because I didn't have a PS1. I'll play more of this later. I'm kind of mentally exhausted right now. That game definitely needs some polish, more quality of life if they do bring it back. The end game in Destiny Remake sucks. There's some fun things about it, but it's just overall, it's missing things you expect. I just use Cheat Engine to get all the end game stuff because you can't carry it over. They want you to grind like crazy for it, and by the time you get it, there's no game left. Like, there's still games like that come out. Just Star Ocean 6 does not have New Game Plus. There's like stuff you can grind for hours for, and then there's like barely any game to use it on. That and the lack of art slots in Destiny Remake are like its biggest flaws, in my opinion. I would hope that if they do bring it back, that they address those things. It's easy to fix. It just sucks to have like end game gear and then there's no game left to use it on. And then if you play the game again, you can't keep it. The grade shop in Destiny Remake leaves a lot to be desired. It's not terrible, but it's missing things you want. And like if you want to play the game more than once, the game it kind of punishes you for doing so. Like if you want to play that game more than once, you have to rein in your tendencies to grind for everything because a lot of it takes forever. It takes forever and you can't keep it. So you're looking at maybe like 5-10 hours being able to use it. And then if you play the game again, it's all gone. Very stupid decision. But in the original remake, not the director's cut, you couldn't carry over your arts. You had to grind for them again. That was something they added in the director's cut. You couldn't even carry over your arts. And like, keep in mind, the way that the arts work in that game is when you get to like 99 or 100, you get like a final move, and it's like the best move for all the characters. So you would grind like crazy for that in the post-game dungeon, which is like the only way to do it. And then you beat the dungeon and the game is over. There's nothing left. And you play the game again, it's gone. So you have to go all the way back to the end to do it again. I don't know why the hell they designed it like that. Weird. It's interesting that Tales games are like still the only ones where you can even count on there being a New Game Plus. A lot of games just straight up don't have it. I find it funny that Persona 5 has one, but that game is like 100 hours long, so it's already a pretty big time commitment to play it. But they had the decency to put it in there. Ah! Yes. Whenever you are, yeah. Yes. What do you want? All right, I gotta go. I'll be back. I gotta feed the cat, so I might come back after I'm done. See you in a bit.